Let R be the region in the first and second quadrants bounded above by the graph y equals 20 over 1 plus x squared and below by the horizontal line y equals 2. So since this is free response number 1, it is calculator active. I started by storing this function as f of x. I graphed f of x, and then I also graphed the line y equals 2. And I analyzed the graph to find these two intersection points. In part A, they want us to find the area of the region bounded, and we can see that region is here. This is our bounded region that we want the area of. So now I can draw a sample Riemann sum to visualize the height and the base. So the base of this rectangle is a very small change in x, but the height is our upper function minus our lower function. So to find that area, it's going to be the integral from our left x value, -3, to our furthest right. The height of that rectangle is f of x upper minus 2 lower, and the base is dx, a very small change in x. So since I've stored this in my calculator, I can go ahead and plug this in, and we get an approximate area of 37.9618 units squared. They didn't ask for units, but we can go ahead and write that. We won't be incorrect. So now, part B, add this in. Find the volume when R is rotated about the x-axis. So we are rotating around this x-axis, and we can see that there is a gap here between our area and that axis of rotation, which means that we will need a washer to find this area. So a washer has two radius, an outer radius. That's going to go from my upper function to my axis of rotation. So my big radius is f of x minus 0, which is f of x. And now we need to find our smaller radius, that hole, to be subtracted out. And we can see that that goes from y equals 2 until our axis of rotation. To find that difference, our little radius is 2. So now we have everything we need to set up our volume using a washer, pi, times the integral from -3 to 3 of our big radius squared minus our little radius squared dx. What's nice is we've stored f of x, so now we get an approximate volume of 1,871.1901 units cubed. So when you have a calculator active question, store your functions.